Hey guys, so I'm Litabo Kulu, founder of Al Kulu Studio, and this is our project called the Backroom of the Future. And today I have Gladwell.
Also known as Upatrauna in the streets. Yeah, I'm one of the co-founders of the Backroom mentality.
Okay, that's what's up. Okay, so I would love for you to take me through your space, né? And as you do so, show me as a first time visitor, what's the first thing you want to show me? Like, what brings you joy? And then right after, show me that thing that's just we like sighting, and I know what it is because you tried to do it before we came in. So yeah, let's do that.
The first thing that I want to show you is basically here, my Goku.
That's what's up.
Yeah, this one my friend got it for me. And second thing I want to show you, my couch. So I'm over here like 95% of the time.
Okay.
Here watching my stuff, your anime, your movies, your series, all that. Third one now. I don't know. There's Optimus Prime over here.
Okay.
Oh, no. Optimus Prime. Yeah, we have some Pokemon cards over here.
Okay. It's your couch, Goku, and your Pokemon cards. Okay, and then what's the thing you want to hide?
Okay, very firstly, it was my manji over here. My manji and my bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, my second one is I think my work laptop because I hate work.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, but it helps you pay the bills, and you're happy to have the job.
I get that, but hey, man.
Here we are. Okay, and then the last thing is there somewhere else? Is it?
I don't think I have last thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just
So Imanju and your work laptop.
Yeah.
Okay, and so next thing I want to talk about is what three objects in your space would you say best define you best define you, and what three objects, if there are three, kind of show you of where you're going? What are those reminders of this is where I am, but this object reminds me of where I'm going?
So I have two in one, one two in one, which is somewhere. It's where I want to go, and it defines who I am. So I was very happy when I found this. So I saw it from. It's like if you followed Madam Kulkat back in the day, then you know these things. It's like, so this one is a Thor.
Okay.
And Pokemon Kulkat used to wear a fox, so I wanted a fox the whole time. But when I got this, I was like, yes. So I want to be where Kulkat is right now.
I love it.
And then the second one, I guess, I have a laptop over here. So
another laptop, not a work laptop.
Nah, this one is mine.
Yeah, show us.
So over here,
okay. Oh, okay, sweet.
So this laptop is where most of the ideas are done, and it's where most of our work is actually edited, because I sometimes edit out pictures and stuff, and also sometimes edit out videos and stuff. So I do it all right here. And then number 3. So these are 2-in-1s, right?
Yes, yeah. So it's where you are and where you're going. Yeah.
Hey, number 3. Number 3, where I am, where I'm going, always the day.
Okay.
Time. Rest is the one.
It's crucial.
Yeah, rest is crucial.
That's what's up.
Yeah, you need to rest. Like even after successful days or bad days or whatever, like you need to rest. Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up. Okay, and then our last question for today. So if you had to name your backroom style, okay, what would you say your aesthetic yako is? What is it?
I'd say
So maybe not just to cut you. So your current style and maybe what you want to see and the style that you are looking forward to having.
Okay. The one that I look forward to having is like strictly minimalism. But then right now I'm trying to go look at the what's the car. You have no choice but to. I'd say car minimalism. But then I want just to take out the cars when I have the money, so that I can be like.
Okay, so I think this is where the conversation of why we are here comes in. So I want you to tell me a bit about backroom mentality, okay? And in light of what this project is about, the Backroom of the Future, right? So in my head, and guys, it's not lost on me that I grew up in the town, in the suburbs. Okay, I have family, Kokasi, Vuta, Davidson represent. Um, but later in my life, I did experience living Kosoweto in a back room, or working from a back room, living with my friend next door to it. And there's a sense that I got the sense from my neighbors that this is a place of transition. It's a place that people don't necessarily want to see themselves being for a long time, and you often find that I've been here 10 years because it works, right? And with my experience in working for a company that builds a back room, I've seen that tension where there's an assumption that as a young person, ohlala back room, uyandlula, right? But then we also have, or I used to see that there were clients who they're in their 40s, 50s, Baserumin. And my question was always, okay, but how does that room contribute to their flourishing, to their joy in life? What does the actual aesthetic or the actual things that are in those spaces speak to who they are and where they're going and where they want to go? Because I believe design plays a critical role in informing you of yourself, not just fashion, which is what has brought us all here initially, but even your lived environment plays a crucial role in helping you get to where you're going. And so Ipek Room for me has this tension, and I mean the whole concept is bigger, and I want to talk more about it. But in light of this thinking, where are you at in your backroom journey? And in that, tell us again, what is backroom mentality? Why did you name it that? What does it mean for you? How long do you plan on staying here? Where are you? What does the backroom mean to you?
So as you said, Backroom is like la ndlula khona, you don't necessarily want to see yourself here, which is also why we started Backroom for other reasons. The name Backroom, we chose it because of that also, because Ekasi there would be Amakrumani or our sister whereby the fights like Sakala, whereas people don't know how to go start something else. So we didn't want to, we wanted actually, we were trying to sort of make it look like we're embracing that, whereas we are moving away from that, because most of our events are actually bringing stuff from this apartment, stuff like that we experience from Josie or Santon or whatever. We see those things, we see those markets, we see those exhibition or whatever, and we try to bring them closer to the people that are, so which, okay, there's this thing out there which you can also see, but then we are introducing you to this, and then there's other outlets out there, so you can go out and see these things in the full
In a bigger scale.
yeah, in a bigger scale,
Okay.
you know what I mean? So that's what Backroom is actually. We're trying to bring those experiences that we've seen outside to here Ekas, to kids who, like 99.9% of the time, they would never see these things. But like for instance, we do have yard center project group. I forgot what that is. But you never, it's rare to tell a good but in exhibition, especially from a hot guy.
And it's an accent.
And it's an accent, and again, it's rare to pop up accent. The only thing that you get over there is like jazz stuff. You know what I mean? Like, hey man, but then I guess not jazz. This is telling
You don't like jazz?
yeah.
I'm joking. I'm a jazz. I love jazz. I'm a jazz girl. So no offense taken.
Yeah. So for space so we try to create those spaces, and we try to like show kids that okay, it isn't just so as possible. And imagine you don't need to go to go in the mind or come from a school or come from whatever to engage in order for you to engage in these things. Because kids from here, guys, I remember this kid asked us, how does he get into art? And we were like, dude, I'm a band and they're not that expensive. But then because you only see them as exhibition of something, you're like, hey, it must be expensive to get in that. Sure. And it's not. It's really not. So yeah, that's what Backroom is. Was that a question?
So your experience of living in this back room, Where do you see yourself? Is this a place of transition for you?
Yeah.
So what, yeah, just your experience of having moved here. You told me earlier that Ekaya is, not so far from here, Elingikasi, although it's like Tembisa, but it's Elingikasi. And you wanted independence, so you moved here. And what does, even the way you've styled your room now, and I know we're going to get to some fun styling a bit later, but the way you styled it now, how does it speak to where you are, how you're thinking now, and where you're going?
So, yes, over here, always is a place of transition.
Okay.
So yes. So as this is my place of transition, I try to make it as comfortable as possible. And with the space that I have here, obviously, the spacing is full 9 minutes, very big as this one.
Okay.
Those warehouse looking stuff. So I try to bring that warehouse looking aesthetic over here,
Okay.
which is why I really went for
Yes, tall ceiling. Yeah, no, I see.
So I tried to go for that, but then Mobax gas, it's hard to get that aesthetic. So
Okay.
that's why I try to, but then I try to make it comfortable as possible, and I try to, because yes, I do kind of work out, but I'm a very lazy person, so I need everything to be close by.
Okay.
Which shower one step.
Yeah.
Yeah, one step.
Yeah.
So
So this place is central to the places you need to be and places you need to go.
Also, yeah.
Okay.
It's also because no to villain put me car. There's also independence, also being central to places where I need to be.
Okay.
Because it's somewhere you kind of like a catch a cab to Jersey. I can walk there for like 15 minutes, get a catch to Jersey.
Yeah.
But the Mansa car, it's a strain sugar that pair again.
Yeah.
So big transition, yeah. Oh boy.
So I feel like it's an interesting thing you're saying that you want to bring experiences go Joburg. I'm assuming it's Brahm, it's Maboneng, it's and bring them here. But you yourself don't necessarily want to stay here unless this loft vibe industrial space. If it were to open up down the road, would you still live there, or do you want to be out of the township context altogether? You would.
Yeah, like it gets in your hand, but because obviously there's no lofts and stuff like that. Then if there were lofts over here, like, trust me, I would. And that because me just honestly. The time the team is. You know your niggas time the team is matter. You're not your time the team.
Okay. So
Sikoda.
yeah, Sikoda. But Ubada is important in terms of conversation.
Yeah.
Because Mautika that breaks my heart, because a few things you said is that you've moved out of the home to stay here because it's central. And if you think about what makes a city work well, is the walkability of a city. So there's a sense that we can walk, but there are other components that make it the not so ideal place. And if municipality, or I would say the community would chip in and say, guys, we can actually make this more than just a walkable, we can tick more boxes in terms of how a city can function and security and all of that. But it takes deliberate effort. It takes more than the government. It takes more than town planners. It really takes the people. But I've got some objects that I think might speak to where you're at in terms of just styling and decor. There is a narrative around the pieces that I'm going to be bringing into your space, and I would love for us to talk about that as well. Right. Sweet.